The guy who directed District 9 directed this movie. Of course I knew this movie would be good. Of course. Hey there guys, what's up? It's Autobot Mike 18 here with another movie review. Guys, in this video I will be reviewing Neill Blomkamp's newest sci-fi film, Elysium. Now Elysium, guys, oh man, was I looking forward to going to see this movie. I was really anticipating going to see Elysium, and as I said earlier in the intro, the guy who directed District 9 directed Elysium, Neill Blomkamp. And let me talk about District 9 for a second because I feel it's important. I think it's important that I briefly mention whether or not I like District 9. I'm going to let you guys in on a little secret about that movie. I did not see District 9 until earlier this week. That's the truth. I know a lot of you may be shocked. I did not see it when it came out in 2009. Everybody had been raving about that movie for years, and I just never saw it. It's been on my Blu-ray shelf for a few months now, since I got it last Christmas, and I finally got a chance to watch it earlier this week because I wanted to watch it to get ready for Neill Blomkamp's newest film, because he's the director for both. And let me just say this much about District 9, guys. I loved District 9. That film was fantastic. Oh man, that was such an original, creative, inventive, and visually striking sci-fi film. It's probably one of the best sci-fi films I've ever watched, and I really, really enjoyed watching District 9. And I gotta say, Neill Blomkamp knows how to direct a good sci-fi film. So even before I watched District 9 earlier this week, I was still looking forward to going to see Elysium. The trailer, the marketing, the cast, it all looked great for this movie, and I thought this movie had a lot going for it, and I was really anticipating it. And then after I watched District 9, I said to myself, oh yeah, this movie's going to be awesome. I know, I have a good feeling about it. So guys, how good is Elysium? Is it really a great summer film? Yes it is. I loved almost every single second of Elysium, guys. I really enjoyed this movie. It's such an entertaining action sci-fi thriller. It's a great summer blockbuster, and I really enjoyed Elysium. So guys, it's time for me to get into the actual review for Elysium. The first thing I'm going to start talking about is the story behind Elysium. Now, if you guys actually watch the trailer for this movie, which I highly recommend you do, it basically gives the whole overall premise of the movie without spoiling anything, of course. And so I recommend watching the trailer, but I'm basically going to restate what the trailer already mentioned. So in this movie, in the late 21st century, Earth becomes overpopulated and just completely disease-ridden. Like, Earth is not the kind of place you want to be living on right now. So all of the wealthy and all the rich and all of the healthy people leave Earth in these, like, spaceships. They fly into outer space to the space station known as Elysium. They set up this society. They have these very rich homes where there's no diseases, and Elysium is just the place you want to be living on while you're watching this movie. That's how cool Elysium is. Meanwhile, things are not looking that great down on Earth. It's just overpopulated, or the Earth is dirty. There's just it's just a mess. Okay, you don't want to be living on Earth. And the year is 2154, and our main character is Matt Damon. Matt Damon plays our main character, I should say. You know, he lives his normal life. He goes to work at this factory where he makes these like robotic cops, and who you know, watch over Earth. And one day something goes wrong at the factory, and it causes Matt Damon's character to get really sick. And he's gonna die in a couple of days because of what happens to him at work. I'm not gonna spoil anything or anything like that. But he's very sick, he's dying, and the only way to cure him and to save his life is for him to get up to Elysium, and all he simply has to do is just lay on this like bed where this like machine will just scan you for like 10 seconds, and then you're automatically cured from whatever disease you have. That's how simple, for the most part, it is to get to cure yourself on Elysium. And that's what Matt Damon's mission is. He's got to get up to Elysium, and he's got a lot of obstacles to face as he tries to get up there. And he also has to save his best friend's daughter, who's also dying. And he enlists the help of some of his friends and some of the people he knows at Earth to help him get up to Elysium. And that's basically the whole plot for the movie. And if that isn't an original enough plot for you guys, I don't know what is, because that premise itself is just so original. The whole movie itself is very original, very well written, just like District 9 was. And I really like that about Elysium. It's a very creative, inventive, and original sci-fi film, and I really like that about Elysium. Anyway, guys, moving on. The next thing I'm going to start talking about is the cast for the movie. Now, I was looking forward to this movie. Another reason why was because of the cast. And our main leading actor, as I mentioned, is Matt Damon. Now, I do like Matt Damon. He's a really good actor. He's been in a lot of good movies. And I was looking forward to the movie because of him. I think he can do a very good job in an acting role. And I think Matt Damon definitely did a great job in Elysium. I really liked his character, and I really liked his performance. He did a great job. He carried the movie, definitely. And I salute Matt Damon. I think he did a very good job. And, yeah, he definitely carried the movie for me. And I like Matt Damon. He's a very good actor. And as soon as his character got that exoskeleton suit, he became an absolute badass, and he was a badass, for sure. So Matt Damon did a great job. Now, Jodie Foster, let's talk about her for a second. Jodie Foster, where have you been? You haven't been in a movie in, like, years. I'm not even lying. I haven't seen Jodie Foster in a newly released film in years. I don't know if I've just been missing movies with her in them. I just haven't seen her in that many movies. And I'm glad that the Jodie Foster is back for Elysium. I thought this was going to be her big comeback movie, because she hasn't been in a big movie in a while. And I definitely like Jodie Foster in this movie. She gave a great performance. Her character, I wasn't too fond of her. She plays the secretary who lives up on Elysium. She's this character who is definitely very powerful. And she's definitely in charge up on Elysium. And I like that aspect of her character, but I'll talk about one thing I didn't like about her character a little bit later on. But I think Jodie Foster definitely did a great job with her performance, and I really liked her in the movie. Definitely did a great job. And, yeah, just a little problem I had with her character, but I'll explain that later. This is not her comeback movie or anything like that, though. I was too hyped up for that part of the movie. Another actor I have to briefly mention who was also in District 9, Neill Blomkamp's other film. So this actor and this director have been working together for these two movies. And that actor is Shartal Copley. I know I butchered his name wrong. I'm sorry about that, guys. Just the main actor in District 9 who played Weekus. I really liked that actor in District 9, and I couldn't wait to see him in this. And he did a great job in Elysium. I really like Shartal Copley as an actor, and I really like that character. That was another badass character. Great secondary antagonist for the most part. Really good antagonist for Matt Damon, and I really like that character. The character known as, his character's name is Kruger, and that was another great part of the film. Shartal Copley, again, does a great job here in District 9. I would like, in Elysium. I would like to see him in another sci-fi film. He's been doing a good job. And that's basically the whole main cast, guys. The supporting cast also does a good job as well. And now I'm going to get into the movie's rating, guys. Elysium is rated R. Now, I was thinking this movie should be rated PG-13. I was shocked to hear it got an R rating. And then I watched District 9, and then I understood why this movie was probably going to be given an R rating. Because District 9, as many of you recall, was a very violent and bloody and gory sci-fi action film. There were a lot of people getting blown up and blood all over the place, and it was definitely not a movie for kids. It deserved to be an R-rated film. And Elysium is more or less of the same kind of content. I think I'm saying the word right. Elysium is also very violent and bloody and gory, and people are getting blown up, and there's, you know, heads exploding and stuff like that. That's definitely the reason why Elysium was given an R rating. This really isn't a movie for younger kids. It's definitely a hardcore R-rated action film, no doubt about that, which I really enjoyed. And definitely not a movie for kids, though. Maybe younger teens, not too young, but there's bad language, there's a lot of violence and gore and blood and stuff like that, so definitely beware of that with Elysium, but it's still a great movie. That did not bother me at all with this film. Anyway, guys, moving on, it's time for me to give my score, my personal rating for Elysium. I thought long and hard about this as I was watching the movie, And I said to myself, I gotta give this movie a good score. And I am going to give Elysium a 9 out of 10, which means stop what you're doing right now and go see this movie. Elysium was fantastic, guys. I gotta say this much. It's one of the best films of the year so far, and so far, it's probably the best summer film in regards to a summer blockbuster. It's the best summer blockbuster I've seen all summer, for sure. Elysium was excellent, guys. I enjoyed almost every second of it. It's such an entertaining and enjoyable sci-fi action thriller, and I really loved Elysium for that reason. Now, I'm going to get into the things that I liked and did not like about the movie. I'll also briefly say whether I liked Elysium or District 9 more towards the end, but as of right now, things I liked about Elysium. As I already mentioned, the story was very well written, a very original and creative concept going for this movie. I love that about it. Everyone gave a great performance. Matt Damon, Jodie Foster, and Shartel Copley, they all gave great performances. I liked most of their characters. Jodie Foster's, but everyone gave a great performance. Neill Blomkamp does a fantastic job directing again. The scenes are very well filmed, well directed. The action scenes are well filmed, which is good. They're not too shaky, which I was a little worried about, as I always am in any action movie. So yeah, definitely Neill Blomkamp knows how to direct a sci-fi film. I would love to see him direct another sci-fi film soon. A few other things. The action scenes are so great. This is a great action movie. There's a lot of fun to be had while watching some of the action scenes in the movie. There's a few gunfight scenes in the movie which are also cool. The visual effects are great. Very well done visuals, as was District 9. Are the visuals as good as District 9? No. Are they still very good visual effects? Definitely. But District 9's visuals were just superb. But anyway, a few other things I liked. The production design and the set design, those were all very well done as well. I loved how Elysium looked. I loved some of the shots on Elysium and in outer space. I also love how they decorated the set for the Earth. And how overpopulated it was. That was all very well done. Cinematography was pretty good. The score was very well done, as was the score for District 9, even though there were two different composers for both movies. And finally, guys, one of the last things I enjoyed about Elysium was the ending. The ending was very well written, kind of a twist that I didn't expect, and very emotional as well. So I really enjoyed that about Elysium. And there were a lot of twists and turns in the story writing, and definitely one of the best parts of this movie is the story writing. Such a well-written film, and that's why I enjoyed it so much. And another reason why I went so high with my rating was because of how much I enjoyed this movie. I had such a fun time watching it. I can't stop thinking about this movie. It was really that good of a film. That's why I really enjoyed Elysium. That's why I say you guys should see it. And finally, guys, the last few things I want to talk about, a few little gripes I had. One gripe in particular, the gunfight scenes that were in the movie were good, but I would have loved to see about one or two more of those, and I'll tell you why. Because there are futuristic weapons that are used in this movie. Matt Damon has this, like, futurized AK-47, and it was really cool. And I wanted to see more gunfight scenes, because I thought those were really intense, especially one towards the end. But that's a minor gripe that doesn't affect my score in any way. This was probably one of my major complaints with the film, and it's not too huge a complaint. It's the character of Jodie Foster. She gave a great performance, but her character, in my opinion, I felt maybe she was a little, not underwritten, but kind of underused. I feel that I expected her to be a big antagonist, and I probably shouldn't have done that. That was probably my fault. But she really wasn't that huge of an antagonist. I think Shartel Copley's character was a much bigger antagonist for Matt Damon. But Jodie Foster's character, I was a little bit let down. I wanted to see more of her, and I wanted to see more of her as an antagonist, and this definitely wasn't her comeback film. So that was a little bit of a letdown I had, but still, Elysium, still a great film. And another thing that didn't bother me, but might bother a few of you, there are a few themes that are in Elysium that were also in District 9. It's alright, same director, but that didn't bother me too much. It might bother some of you who are looking for a completely original sci-fi film, but it didn't bother me at all. I didn't mind that. Neill Blomkamp did a fantastic job. And the bottom line, I loved Elysium. So there it is, guys. 9 out of 10 for Elysium. Is it better than District 9? Probably not. In terms of visuals, no, it's not. In terms of how good a movie it is, District 9 may be a little bit better, but Elysium is just as good. It really is. I really love both films, and I really loved Elysium, guys. I highly recommend you see this movie. 9 out of 10. Pay full price. Just go see it. It's such a fun and entertaining sci-fi film. It's the best summer blockbuster that I've seen all summer so far, and that's why I'm giving you my biggest recommendation for Elysium. Go see this movie, guys. You're gonna love it. So, guys, that's it for the review. I'm definitely gonna buy this movie on Blu-ray when it comes out for sure. It's definitely a worthy of a Blu-ray buy, and I really enjoy this movie, guys. So thank you for watching my review. Let me know what you thought of Elysium down below in the comments. Did you like it? Did you hate it? Did you expect more of it? What did you think of Elysium, guys? Let me know down below. Thank you for watching. And also, did you like District 9 or Elysium more? Let me know what movie you would prefer, because I'm curious about that. So anyway, guys, thank you for watching. Bye, guys.